Hello, Owl Pals, and welcome to another. Hello, Owl Pals. Welcome to another Saturday night rewatch. I am so glad everyone's here for Mel Brooks' classic space comedy, Spaceballs. With me, as usual, is my partner in crime, the Klingon cleric, Troy Pacelli. How you doing, Troy?
Partner in crime. I like that.
And also Troy's much better half, and even he'll admit that.
I will, yeah.
The lovely Nanette Netter, or as I dubbed her, Vespet. And the little picture. How you doing, Nanette?
I'm doing good. If I sound funny, I just got my retainers because I just got my braces off, so I'm lisping a little bit.
Oh, that's okay. Lisping is cool. I like lisps. We were hoping that possibly the professor would join. Of course, it's all life, and of course, metaphysics paper that he has to do. So I'm really not betting on that one. The fan man was also invited. Unfortunately, family volleyball game. Well, it's not a family game. It's a volleyball game being played by his daughter, and they go to it as a family. So that's a much longer way to get there, but that's where the fan. But like I said, we got our little bizarre little trio, and gonna watch the classic, wonderful Spaceballs. Do you have any particular memories of Spaceballs?
No, not really. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I mean, obviously, it's a parody of Star Wars, so I devour everything voraciously that has anything to do with Star Wars.
Did you see it when it on its original run, or did you catch it later?
I saw it in the theater.
1987. Wow.
Yeah, I was.
God, time goes by.
Junior in high school at the time.
Yeah, I was a senior in college. It was probably I'm not sure exactly when. Let's see, when exactly did it come out? Came out June of '87. I am technically a class of '88. Yeah, so I saw it. Yeah, I saw it the summer in between my second and third semester being a senior, because there was a couple classes I wanted to take. And I slow rolled half of my senior year, so to get the class I took. So that it took me 3 years to get out. But yeah, so man, college Al was a happy guy going to see a Mel Brooks movie. I was trying to remember if I think I probably saw it with a bunch of my friends, and just having a grand old time. Let's see who we have in here today. We got so far 10 people, it looks like. It didn't even start and someone gave me a thumbs down. Oh well, life is.
So who is giving us a thumbs
is.
down? We haven't even started yet. Hello.
I know. God.
Don't make me get all mom on you.
Auditor Dread. Nanette is the channel enforcer for all of our channels, and we're currently working on a horror movie starring her as the invisible killer. That I don't know. I'm just making up. But we got Auditor Dread. How you doing, Dark Stranger? Got Mr. Matchstick floating around. We got Winter Wolf. Casey Scott is in the house, or touring again. Nanette, of course. Evelyn Hampton, how you doing? Chris P in the house. Melissa Harris. And well, there's Troy floating around too. So like I said, we usually give about 10-15 minutes for Casey Larky just did. Or Lorca. Casey, is it Lorca? Larica? I'll just say Casey. But then we got Casey Scott. Casey L. So let's go until I figure out how to say it.
Mr.
But
Message
yeah,
says it comes
I've
down
been
with him. It's like, you want to tell me why? Come on, Mr.
yeah,
Message. If
dude.
it
What's
was
up?
you, what's up?
What's
Tell us
up?
why.
What I do to you, man?
Casey says you got it right the first
I
time.
do. Lerka. I don't even remember what I said the first time. Lorca. Is it Lorca like orca? You know, like a killer whale, or is it Lerka like I don't know, Erica? Not like orca. um, now Lurkey. Oh, okay. You like turkey? Okay. I should have never said that. Now it's always going to be Casey Turkey, but Casey Lurkey thing. I'll try to remember that. If I don't,
then I'll have
you
to.
know. Yeah, you'll have to bust me now. I had a very cool, interesting day of watching stuff. Like I said, I'm going to give 15 popping in here. Owen Lister, popping in. Thank you. I had a pretty fun day. I watched that new Netflix series that stars the girl from It, Sophia Lillis, where this is I'm Not Okay With This, I think is the title of it. It's about a young high school girl who starts developing these powers of like super explosive ability. And it's like a really short, it's 7 episodes, and each episode's like not even a half an hour. So this thing's like bingeable within like 3-4 hours. And it also has the guy who played Stanley, the kid who played Stanley. But it's kind of neat. I can see them leading into it's based on a graphic novel that I had never heard of, but it was pretty cool. And then I must ask, and maybe you guys have seen it. I don't know. See if anybody in the chat recognize it. Anybody remember from the 80s the Richard Chamberlain film King Solomon's Mines?
Yeah.
I don't think
you guys
I've
remember
watched
that?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it was on this evening in a dead zone on television, and I watched it. I'm like, man, this was a lot of fun. Of course, it was completely like Raiders of the Lost Ark redo, but it, I was like, man, that's a lot of fun. I had a fun day. Then I was watching the Monolith Monsters on Svengoolie. God, I don't know. I just had a happy day. Pyrokinetic. I don't think it's pyrokinetic. It wasn't fire. It was more like a force. She made a guy's head explode. That was awesome. It was
Sounds
like
scanners.
It was like, yeah, a little bit. I guess she had like a scanner thing, but there was this like whole backstory, and then just every time she got upset, it was a lot because she was a very negative young lady, and things would start shaking. She gave a guy a nosebleed, who was actually ended up being the guy whose head she blew up, and this misty guy started following her. I don't want to give it all away. It's a good thing. And not watching is the new season of Altered Carbon. Mr. Matchstick watched the Firefly pilot for the first time, the second time.
For the first time, the second time.
For the first time, the second time.
Did you watch it twice in a row?
The second time. Unless he watched it like as the actual in order, if he's doing a rewatch and then saw it for the first time in its actual order. But seeing it the second time because they showed it halfway through the freaking run, I still hate Fox for how they treated it. God, that show could have been a classic, but nope, they put it on Fox. And Fox just does not know how to handle sci-fi.
I was going to ask if you had watched. I saw that Netflix dropped a new series, Lock and Key. Did you check that out?
I have not. Look, there's that weird graphic of the lock in the back of the kid's neck.
Yeah.
So I was kind of thinking about checking it out.
I've read the
But
the comics that it's based on. So if it's anything like that, it ought to be really, really good.
oh,
Mr.
very cool.
Matthews-
Speaking of comics, did you hear?
Sorry.
Did you? Oh, what was that? What was that in
I was
it?
going to say, Mr. Matchstick said he watched Firefly pilot once a long time ago and forgot what happened. So it's the first time, the second time.
Yeah.
Get it?
I see what he means. Okay.
Yeah.
You were starting to say about
Yeah.
comics?
Yeah. Have you heard the latest thing about Wolverine? Whose name has been attached to Wolverine?
Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of
Oh,
sense to me. But you know what? I'm kind of starting to not care about the Marvel Cinematic Universe anymore.
Don't they understand Wolverine's supposed to be short? I mean, come on, get him right. I mean, what they need is, I don't, like I said, the perfect guy just passed away, Franco Colombo. They need a guy like that, big, wide, and about 5'4", and that's your Wolverine. I mean, Hugh Jackman was good, but you don't want a guy like Cavill, muscle and
like 6 feet tall,
whatever. Yeah, he's even tall, man. Like 6'3", 6'4", or something. That's just too tall. It's just not. It's not the true Wolverine, and I think they really, But I'm sure that may be. We have schmoozed long enough. Let's start to think about the picture. I've got it. The Metro Golden Mayor just appeared. I'm about 3 seconds in. I'm on an MP4. I don't know where that is on the DVD or Blu-ray, whatever you may be watching. But it literally has just faded in and roar. You guys good with that?
Yep. I'm there.
You getting there?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, and if everybody's ready, now has everybody gone to the bathroom? Popcorn's popped, soda done. Like I said, bladder empty is a very important thing with a film, in my estimation. But luckily, it's not a long film, so it's just your typical hour 40. I'm getting a little feedback, and I don't know where it's from.
I have my volume as low as it can go, so it can't be me. I can barely hear you. I have it so low.
Because I'm like hearing myself a little bit. So
can you check your volume, Minette, please? Because he's getting feedback.
I have my headset turned down pretty low. I'll look at my sound again.
Say something, Al. You still having feedback?
I am the king of the world, and I shall sing a happy song. And I'm not hearing myself, so that's a good thing. Good. Melissa, I hope you're saying hope you're not mad at me for leaving the afternoon stream yesterday. Of course not. Everybody has a life, please. I pop on there and I don't expect I'm excited if 7 people show up, and I had about 10 at one point, so I was pretty happy.
Although Melissa Harris is a standard, you're kind of looking forward to seeing her.
Oh yeah, she's a regular. The Owl Pals. My sturdy Owl Pals show up, like Casey, Melissa, Owen Lister pops in. I expect a certain crew to pop in. Okay, guys, so let's get ready to enter ludicrous speed here. I will, of course, count down, and we will start when I go start after I say the one. Okay, 3, 2, 1, play.
Grr, arg.
Grr, arg. Spaceballs.
Gosh. Even the cheesy opening, is just perfect.
I know. It's just and like I said, this came out 4 years after Return of the Jedi. perfect timing.
Yeah.
The original ones had their run and then some, in a galaxy very, 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 very far away. And then, of course, like just all the little fun, like Chapter 11,
Yeah.
the evil leaders of planet Spaceball, having foolishly squandered their precious atmosphere. I mean, even you take a look at this today,
Mm-hmm.
it's very relevant for those who are very into the
Yeah.
the climate issue. Do we want to be Spaceballs or do we want to be Druidians?
I actually kind
I
of
do
like
like that
this
line.
music.
I know it's perfect
pew.
80s adventure cheese. I remember when I was watching King Solomon, it's similar. It's that dun, 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 kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If you could read this,
If you can read this, you don't need glasses. Although I remember when I first saw this, it made me think of Hardware Wars. I don't know if anyone remembers that.
I remember that when it originally hit. I mean, because that was a hard thing to actually find. It was like you had to find someone with a copy of it,
right?
Because
it was before the internet.
Pop it on a computer at the time. Yeah, it was out there. You just had to know someone who had copied it from a late night show.
Yep.
And again, they really did this a nice homage to the opening of the original Star Wars with just giving you the massive ship going.
And again, practical effects. You know that somebody physically made this model, and for the joke, they had to make it incredibly long, so it just keeps going and going and going.
Like the Energizer Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it keeps going. And then even like once at the end, it's got that great payoff of the bumper sticker, which I think is awesome. Just, I can remember being in the movie theater going, "Holy crap!"
Yeah.
There we go. We break for nobody.
Yeah. Although I love the fact that you can hear the afterburners.
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
I wonder what those helmets were before they made them into helmets.
I would bet you that they were like lamp covers or something.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. But a lot of people don't know Colonel Sanders. His name ends with a Z.
Yep.
Doesn't end with an S. Ends with a Z.
And the only reason I know that is because we're watching it with the closed captions. Yeah. I love how he's got a leather tie.
Yeah. And he's got like the little short pant, the little poofy pants.
Yeah.
Around.
So you heard the rumor that he's going to be coming back to do a sequel to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
I heard. I wish he'd come back for Ghostbusters.
Everybody's saying that.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Well, he had retired from acting, and he said he didn't want to do it anymore. He just wasn't enjoying it.
Yeah.
Oh. Owie. I actually like the outfit those guys are wearing.
Oh, the
black.
little butt, like the little butt
well,
plates.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. No, we call it a coffee machine.
Mr. Coffee. Covered in nerds. Mr. Radar.
Mr. Radar, of course. Everybody got that?
Exposition.
Yeah.
First they're like them reformed.
Print volume. Tomorrow. Bingo.
Dick Van Patten, a Mel Brooks regular.
Yeah.
He always found his place in there somewhere for him.
Wow.
There's Dot Matrix, voiced by Joan Rivers, played by Yarnell.
Really?
Shields and Yarnell.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
actually.
because I couldn't see Joan Rivers puttering around like that. The lovely Daphne. I remember her from God, what was that film she was in where the guy goes across country to get laid? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
You make it sound like you're thinking about it. You're like, nah, I don't.
Yeah, I thought, but didn't know.
I think it was with John Cusack.
You know she's on roller skates.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want to marry Prince William either. That guy yawns too much.
That's because, Valium.
Yeah, I know. The Winnebago.
The sure thing.
After seeing this, I've always wanted to have a flying Winnebago.
And Al, the movie you were looking for is The Sure Thing, 1985.
The Sure Thing.
See, I only knew her from The Fly 2.
Yeah, I love Uranus.
Yeah. Kibbles and bits and gravy.
I'm sorry. I'll be the first one to admit you open up a can of dog food. It actually looks like something you would eat.
Yeah,
like that would go on rice or something.
I was reading a marketing article about how they do that, and they say, yeah, the smell and the look of dog food is really meant to appeal to people because obviously they're the ones buying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for dogs, they could be poop and they wouldn't care. They'd still eat it.
Right. Milk bone. Pizza the Hut.
Yeah, there's a cream for that.
Oh, that's Dom DeLuise, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, another regular for Mel.
Now I want pizza.
We might have some upstairs.
It's like the little bits of pepperoni just sliding on down.
Yeah. Okay. Did you know that there was a Spaceballs the animated series?
Yes, very short lived.
Apparently
Deservedly so.
Apparently
Yeah.
so, because Daphne, what's her name, actually did the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was trying to look for this on Prime, that came up. I'm like, that's not the one I want.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, John Candy. Wolf 10 Media saying. I wonder if anybody ever did actually make those for
I was just wondering the same
for
thing.
like
I think
headphones.
that would just be a brilliant idea.
It would be. Matches to
Yeah.
her color. Who would know?
Perry Air.
Self-free air.
Well, unless you live by the coast. Snotty. Wow. What the hell? Works on Star Trek.
I love this.
Yeah. Of course, that means also his arms are on backwards.
Yeah, I know.
Well, he had to be able to use it for the joke.
Right. Yeah. And then you're like, why would you bother?
Yeah, so those Doublemint twins.
I was just going to say, are those Doublemint twins?
Eh.
Oh, there you go. That is pretty rude.
Yeah. How dare you fire at me?
He's a major. That place is a mess.
Yeah,
The dog did it.
well, you know, a man and his dog living alone in space. Why tidy?
True.
Because you're never going to get a girl that way.
Jupiter too. I
Yeah.
love those little references. The tractor beam.
Got a lot of Godzilla talk happening in chat.
Yeah. Owen was saying that he saw King of Monsters.
Oh, great. Seems like he liked it too. I will say, you're starting to see more stuff come out. They've had their first screening this week, and the initial word is good.
John Candy made such a cute puppy.
Oh, take it easy, Auditor Dread. Thanks for joining us as long as you could.
Work on a Sunday morning.
Yeah,
Such a terrible thing.
Jam.
I like it. Radar jammed.
Yeah, and then the sound effects. I love it. You couldn't have a comedy without him back in the 80s.
Yeah, Michael Winslow. Yeah. Of course, originally for
He was in the Police
Academy.
Academy movies too. Yeah, I loved him in Police Academy.
Sweeps and the creeps.
Gotta give it. That man made the most out of a very weird skill.
Yeah.
Mr. Matchstick. Mr. Matchstick's looking for a timestamp. I'm at 22, 39, 40, 41.
41, 42.
So,
yeah, we're like exactly right on.
Yeah. Yeah, who needs a spacesuit?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, next thing you know, they'll be like riding horses on the hull or something.
There you go. I'm my own best friend. I love that.
Yeah, that's not exactly going to work.
I like the little fire plug. It says Mog's room.
Yeah. Perhaps you'd like it better in your cell, Your Highness. Yeah, or what? Here it is. Druish Prince.
Druish Princess. There's a lot of humor like that. You just can't be very
make these days. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people get so much offended by anything. I mean, that's why you haven't had a really good classic comedy. You need to be irreverent like that.
I think people get offended way too easily. It's like, get over it.
Yup.
No harm
Yeah.
is meant. It's supposed to be a comedy. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
And he looks at him. What? I spoiled rotten one.
Yeah.
Not our fault. Oof. Ow.
I like this good old fashioned slapstick comedy. Chicken.
Chicken.
They named him that for that one joke, along with the Colonel thing. But
Petty excuse for an officer.
Well, if he's a petty officer.
Light speed.
ridiculous
Ridiculous speed. Ludicrous speed. Shot right past.
You got the plan.
Okay. Emergency stop. Never use.
Never use. I love that. You never see goes to Lewis from Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and having your feet up on the dashboard when you're about to crash is probably not smart.
Yeah, no. All dead.
Someone asked a while ago which one of us would be Colonel Sanders, Dark Helmet, and Scroob. I think I think the professor would be Dark Helmet.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see you being Colonel Sanders, maybe.
Okay.
Although you could be Dark Helmet too, because you do have your action figures you like to play with.
Well, that is true. Yes.
That could be That could be the professor too.
Well, guess what? You're gonna. Okay. Now, in fairness, that was pretty rude. He could have just put it back in the steamer trunk.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Total humans. Oh, and Lister says, how funny would the Mel Brooks take on the MCU be?
Oh, this.
About as funny as what they're doing to it now. Looks like he got a new helmet.
It was just fair.
Yeah, I love this.
Mr. Rental.
All the VHSs.
All the Mel Brooks movies. History of the World Part 1. I love
Right.
that movie.
I like how they forward pass to see where they're at and what they're going to do next.
I love that.
It's like a who's on first thing. When is now?
Thing was, he actually was answering all of his questions. Sleep mode.
Scott wants a Blazing Saddles rewatch. We will one day.
Oh yeah, right.
Gotta do Blazing Saddles. I can remember the one thing I remember about Blazing Saddles, because I was too young to see it on its release, but my mother saw it. And like thinking back, I think that's so cool that my mother went to go see Blazing Saddles.
Somewhere in the Ford
Ford
Galaxy. You know what, too? He was so young.
Yeah. You know, she is still a very good looking woman. He's still a very handsome man.
I don't remember seeing her in anything recently.
She's done some TV stuff. Now I will say, like, this may be like a few years ago, not terribly recently, but a little closer than this would have been.
Oh, that's right. She was just in an episode of NCIS.
I don't recall that, so I'll take your word for it.
Lonely Hearts. The one with the dating.
Oh, okay.
You guys watch NCIS?
Oh yeah. Love NCIS.
Did you watch Jag? Did you watch Jag?
I did not. No.
I used to watch Jag all the time. That was a favorite show of mine.
We will watch.
And because NCIS,
yeah,
spinoff of it.
We watched NCIS and NCIS Louisiana.
Nolans.
There's an NCIS New Orleans?
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew there was Los Angeles. I thought that was CSI.
Nope.
No, this is
NCIS New Orleans with Scott Bakula.
God, there's a lot of...
Yeah, it's been out for a couple of seasons now.
Nice.
Nice dissolve. I like that Persian style music.
Oh yeah.
His tongue.
Room service. That's the other one we're gonna have to do pretty soon is a Dune rewatch.
Yeah.
She should be all sunburned by now.
One leg sticking up in the air.
At least he didn't land on her. Ding, 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 ding. Bridge on the River Kwai. Oh my gosh, Wolf Den Media. Yeah, we definitely have to do Logan's Run sometime.
Gosh, that's a blast from the past.
Love that movie. Dink dink. When Fox was bought. So let me translate. What they're saying is, come on, get inside.
Is that what that means? I never would have guessed.
That's why it's a good thing I'm fluent in dink dink. It does kind of make you wonder if this was like a set from something else or if this was made specifically for this movie. And we just lost Al, it seems.
Oh. Yeah, we did.
Well, we'll just have to keep it going until he gets back. This
Yeah,
has happened before.
Technology. But, what can you do?
When you watched Logan's Run, did you think Michael York would have made a great James Bond? I never even thought about that one, Owen Lister. I suppose he could have done, sure. I'm just plain yogurt. The Schwartz.
Schwartz.
And I just noticed that his face is like gold, whereas on the movie poster it's green.
Oh, I thought he looked a little more bronze.
Okay, bronze. Merchandising.
Well, open up the store.
And I do have to admit, I kind of wish that some of this stuff actually had been available.
Flame
flamethrower.
A children's toy. May the Schwartz be with you.
It's adorable.
Well, that's what he just said.
It's baby yogurt. See, they knew that was going to be marketable.
The desert.
Actually, Matchstick, what's really tragic about it is that you'd think Al would want to be able to talk about Baby Yoda at this point.
He probably had to restart his computer. He'll be back.
Yeah. Yep. Here comes Tuvok. Yep, that was Tuvok.
Being on his knees to be in this role must have been murder.
Yeah.
Oh, I say that movie. It must be revealed to you at the proper time. Just tell what the darn thing says. Oh, the Schwartz.
It's a pretty cool ring, though.
That's what I was just thinking. I wonder what that green goop is in his mouth.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
We got to take up a collection for Al to get him a new computer.
Yeah. An F in the chat for Al's computer. Couldn't take it anymore. A bunch of people are putting F. Ouch.
I hate yogurt.
You want strawberries. Okay, now I want some yogurt.
There's two sides to every Schwartz.
with the helmet like that, with the two eye holes cut out. It reminds me of that one character from Fat Albert that always had
Oh
the
yeah. The
hat
on
over
or
his eyes. I know
yeah.
you saw where the two circles for his eyes cut out like that. Oh my boy.
Yeah, don't you think this is the kind of thing where you kind of go, yeah, this doesn't seem right? Nope, not at all.
Would I lie?
Fooled you. So we were supposed to believe that huge ship actually landed on the planet. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yep, that makes sense.
Otherwise, you'd be eating the paper.
Yep, the search for more money.
Hey, Professor Geek is in the stream. Hey, Prof, we lost Al.
Yeah, it's just us tonight. At least now it is. The worst part is that he faded out just as they were getting to the marketing part where he shows the yogurt doll. Would have been a perfect time for him to go on and on about Baby Yoda. Actually, Professor, didn't he send you a link? You could come join us.
Yeah, we've been on the StreamYard without him for what, at least 20 minutes or so now.
Oh, I don't know if it's been that long.
Seems like it. Maybe 15. It's still going.
Now we need Funko Pop, or not Funko Pops. What are the reaction figures of Spaceballs? Did they ever do that? I gotta look and see if they ever made reaction figures Spaceballs.
Well, if it turns out that StreamYard kicks us out too, everyone enjoy the movie.
Yeah, right.
Keep hoping that all you had to do is restart his computer. He's just trying to get back in now.
Okay, so it looks like there were not. They didn't do reaction. What do you call it? Reaction figures for Spaceballs, but people have done custom ones.
Mr. Matchstick said the doll scene was improv.
It makes sense.
And Wolftime Media wants to see Planet of the Apes. Okay, I would not have a video screen in my bathroom. Duh.
Gonna give her back her original nose. That's a heck of a nose.
Yeah.
Whoops. Dark Stranger says if Al's crash ends the stream, we can tell Al that he can make up for it by doing a rewatch of Star Trek V: The Final Frontier.
The code is 12345. Not very imaginative. You turn off the whole movie. Put the movie back on.
Wouldn't be a rewatch without an explosion by my browser.
There you go. You're
Yay,
back.
Al's back.
Yeah, browser crashed. I think I had too much stuff open again, so
You just hit 58 minutes.
I just had to do a hard reboot.
Well, props in the stream, Props, you want to join us? Al's back.
So we're at 58.
Let me see. We're now at 58, 25, 26, 27.
Tell me when we're at 57 exactly.
We're past that. We're at 50. We're coming up on 59.
Oh, wait.
50, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47.
What are you at? Tell me, what are you
exactly.
at now?
We just hit 59.05. Or no, 59.05.
Now 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Tell me when you get to 59:45.
Okay. We're coming up on it. We're at 24, 25, 26,
27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45. 45.
Well, there we go.
Back on it.
They're in their black outfits.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. The presser has joined us.
Woohoo!
On chat. Just in time for my, as he says, boomer moment. Yeah, my browser does not seem to react well halfway through a rewatch. I think it's like the combination of the movie and the StreamYard and a couple other browsers, a couple other windows being up. So I'm just going to keep it on StreamYard and the movie. Might even put it on YouTube. Aren't you a little short to be a Spaceball? Well, wait, wrong movie.
Yeah, right.
I still love saying that to a guy at a convention once. This guy passed a stormtrooper. It literally was about 5'6". I was like, "Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?"
Yeah.
He raised his gun at me like he was going to shoot me. He started laughing.
Well, why are they wearing helmets if they took their helmets too?
They didn't though. Oh yeah,
No,
I guess
they
they
had.
should have done though.
No,
Yeah.
but they had, because when they went into the room for the princess, they were wearing the helmets.
Good
Yeah.
point. Oh, this is actually kind of funny.
Yeah. The Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
These people don't run very fast, do they?
This is a great moment.
Yeah. They're stunt doubles. Professor says he has to go not fail his class. Take care, everyone. May the shorts be with you. All right.
Thank you,
Good night,
Professor. Thank you
Bye,
for dropping by.
I love this. Now he's dead. Yeah. Yeah. I'm missing something there. There's a joke there that I'm just not getting.
Kafka?
Yeah. And Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Oh, right. I remember this bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, metamorphosis. Thank you, Sir Torin Clegane. That explains it. That was a subtle one. I had to think about that.
I
Okay.
think that is a very intellectual joke. It's mega made.
And he's got the timpanis right there. Megamaid. Vac, you suck. As he's gasping, I'm getting out of breath. A little bit.
Extremely. Plus, I don't know how we're going to do it.
Yeah, what do you got to lose? Well, of course it's working. It was in the script. And I can breathe again.
Talk about an earworm.
Yeah, right? Pray to God.
Pray to God. Pray to God.
See, and that would have been a great little video game.
I was just thinking, it looks like a little video game.
Little side scroller be great for the
Right?
fan man.
No, yeah. Good point.
That is from a video game.
Yeah, it does. It looks like Battlezone.
I do love the old games like that.
Right?
Asteroids, Battlezone, where you just had the simple outline of the vehicle.
Or even that Star Wars arcade game.
Oh, that was the greatest. That's my favorite game.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
If I had the money I spent playing that damn game, God,
You could buy it now,
I could
right?
probably buy it. Yeah.
And you have to have the one that you sit down inside of, like you're in a real X-wing.
Well, I do now. Yeah. Or a short version. I can roll into it.
No unauthorized or authorized personnel. The Vulcan nerve. Yeah, doink.
Go.
Good thing the guard was authorized. That it wasn't a foregone conclusion.
Which you really mean it. Spaceballs, a shaving cream.
Take this off your butt. Father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
Absolutely nothing. I love that.
This is just wrong.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that the music is so similar to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oops.
Melissa Harris talking about a Leprechaun rewatch for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Actually, the weekend before St. Patrick's Day, the 14th, we're going to watch Darby O'Gill and the Little People. It's not the Leprechaun film, but it's an awesome film with a great leprechaun.
It's kind of a leprechaun film.
Yeah. It's the original Leprechaun film. I always do wonder about like Dark Helmet, like what's his backstory? How did he become what he became?
And why the helmet?
Yeah. what's with you, man? If you notice, that was his stunt double.
Yep.
Good will always, evil will always triumph because good is dumb.
Use the Schwartz.
The ring is bupkis. Yep. Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button.
No unauthorized or authorized personnel beyond this point.
Yup. You got to get out of there. Like my raincoat.
Goes down the circus, evacuate the zoo.
Yeah.
I can't make decisions. I'm the president. Spaceballs. Watch out.
Yep. Oh, and listeners, evil will always win because good is stupid. A good summary of Dan Didion's vision of current DC Comics.
Wolf 10 Media said, evil falls because evil is clumsy.
Yeah.
That was a little Chewbacca voice there.
Queen Kong or Matilda the Hun. She used both names as a wrestler. She was one of the original gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Bye-bye. There's a cancellation button.
Where's the cancellation button? I can't believe they let him drop the F-bomb.
Well, even in a PG-13 movie, you get one.
Yeah. I think you get even more now.
Thank you. Kabloo. And it's like at that point you can totally see what's coming.
Yeah. Have you heard of the show Glow? Wolf 10 Media asks. Yes, I do. I watch the Netflix series. Yeah. I used to watch the original Glow when it was on.
Ate himself to death.
Rocky 5000. I've seen that castle a time or two.
It does look familiar.
Jim J. Bullock. I remember him being on Hollywood Squares all the time.
There's the Millennium Falcon. I remember him from the Ted Knight Show?
Yeah. The
Baseball's the placemat.
Yeah. I'll have the cleavage.
the fact that they were able to get John Hurt to do for this was spectacular.
Wolf 10 Media said, a child me used to be afraid of Pizza Hut, but was curious and often imagined him trying to eat himself to death. Personally, I thought his servant ate him.
Not again.
Not again. Brilliant. Brilliant. And then this, which was such an obscure.
Brilliant.
Hello, my ragtime gal.
Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone.
That's just brilliant. Just flipping brilliant. Yeah, check, please. Michigan Xenomorph. Exactly.
Take two. You okay? You look a little flighty.
How much are tolls?
How much was gas?
Yeah.
He's a certified prince.
Which means you have responsibilities. Get back to your planet and start ruling. Your Highness. Liquid Schwartz. Now that's an energy drink.
Yep. They've been screaming for a while.
And I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually the same beach.
The same beach, yeah.
And you know who played the ape, or who who says the line, right?
No.
Michael York.
Is that Michael York?
It was Michael York.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, considering there's only 3 of the Spaceballs and they're all male, yeah, not going to be procreating going on there.
but I think he's saying that 3 is enough to ruin the planet.
Hmm.
Princess Valium.
Marriage. Oh, love.
Magically the space pope.
Holy moly. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Love the fancy threads.
Yeah, I love how he finds out he's a prince and suddenly he has princely clothes.
So Barf gets a little hairdo too. Bartholomew.
Good, you're married. Answer.
I still want to know where he got the fancy threads.
It is a sharp outfit.
I think it's weird he's kissing her with his eyes open.
May the Schwartz
be with you.
That was one committed priest. I'm going to marry someone today, says Full 10 Media.
Yeah.
So the priest was one of the co-writers. Yeah, Ronnie Graham. Another heavy-duty Mel Brooks collaborator and fixture.
Good movie. Good Good call on this one, Al.
Yeah, I mean, it was one you knew we had to do it eventually, and
right.
We've had your typical like heavy duty kind of films. We needed a good slapstick, weird, funny movie.
Yeah, it's like I remember Joan Rivers was the voice of the robot, and I'm actually glad I couldn't hear it because I can't stand Joan Rivers.
She did tend to be kind of grating sometimes.
Edited by Conrad Buff the Fourth. What a name!
Right?
Oh yeah, I love watching the ending credits to see the different names on there because sometimes they're like, they'll have a name, then in parentheses their nickname. It's like, I wonder how they got that nickname.
Right.
Yeah. Lorene Yarnell's Dot Matrix. Yeah.
I used to love watching Shields and Yarnell.
Yeah, they were awesome. A total fixture of the 70s. What's funny is Lorene Yarnell played a villainess in the Wonder Woman series at one point.
Yes, she did. That's right. I love that they actually have a theme song.
Spaceballs, the theme song.
Right?
Owen Lister wants a Godzilla King of the Monsters rewatch. We will do that.
Absolutely.
I was thinking when we get a little closer to the release of Godzilla versus Kong. Oh, winner Spaceballs. It's gonna be in my head all night now.
So here we get to this point, and I have a problem, Al. I don't know what we're watching next week.
Well, there's still the Trinity movies that you promised me.
Yeah, but we need time to announce that in enough advance notice for people to be able to get a hold of that.
Well, has the professor decided which weekend we're going to do his rewatch?
The 20-something?
Was it the 21st we were going to do it?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's good. Yeah, next week. Yeah, your week. Don't know what to watch.
Oh, I hadn't really thought about it. And now we're at crunch time, and I got to come up with something.
How about Men in Black?
We could do Men in Black.
We have the anthology. We've got like 900 movies here. Pick one.
What do you think? Men in Black? We could do Men in Black. Would you be interested in Men in Black?
I'll do Men in Black. What does everybody think of doing Men in Black next week?
Okay.
Let's ask the chat to see what they feel.
So let me know in the chat, guys. What do you think about Men in Black? Unless you have some other absolute,
Evelyn says, how about the Giant Claw?
Oh, that's an awesome film. That's so bad. It's wonderful. That is the one one of my favorite stories about the Giant Claw is that the actor that was in it who did the film completely straight and everything went to the premiere and was horrified at how terrible the creature looked. Yeah. He had to walk out. It was just he felt so embarrassed to be associated with it.
Okay, so if I were seeing Men in Black is good.
Yeah, everyone's digging Men in Black. So
yeah, Men in Black.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so next week, Men in Black. Absolutely. Perfect.
Oh, and I wasn't kidding when I said we have 900 movies. We have about 900, probably more than that now, movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
And TV series, yeah. Like I have all of Monk. I love Monk.
I never really got into Monk.
Yeah, we got a couple of different series. Doctor Who.
Oh, we got tons of Doctor Who.
We have from the beginning. up until
have you ever
Capaldi.
have you ever watched Pluto TV, the free TV service?
No, I never heard of it.
Is that a streaming thing?
Yeah, it's a streaming. It's like an app I've got on my Kindle, and it has a bunch of channels. And was one channel that always showing classic Who.
Huh.
And what was the one on the other night? The Horns of the Nemon, or the Nimon, whatever it is. But they had that one on, and but it was got like weird. I mean, it's like very secondary or tertiary kind of shows and films, but it's a neat, like, it's a free app that you can get, and just it's got decent amount of stuff on there. Of course, kind of got to pick and choose what you really want to watch, but it's just kind of neat. You go through it and there's like, boom, there's Who.
So Torrance says, unless we want to watch a terrible movie and mock it, I've got a copy of Laser Mission. I have no idea what Laser Mission is.
Oh, and listeners, like, wish they used the flying battleship line for Rodan in King of the Monsters. Now, have you ever watched the original Rodan? That is actually a very good film. It's a very, very underrated film.
Evelyn said the movie budget was too small to pay Harryhausen, so they used a no-name outfit from Mexico.
Oh, for the giant claw. Yeah, that was terrible. I mean, it looks like a kid's toy with the big googly eyes on it.
Wow.
But it's come to the point where it's so bad it's good now. It's like, you watch some of those old movies, and of course they're kind of, to use the word from tonight, ludicrous sometimes, but they can be very fun, and just if you just go along with it, you can really enjoy yourself. Do a rewatch of Laser Blast. I have Star Crash. That's another one that came out. That was got a very Star Wars like back in the late 70s. I think it was called Star Crash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Battle Beyond the Stars. We've got to do that one night.
Oh, what's that?
The bad one with John Boy.
What's the one with the kid who grew up in a trailer park?
The what?
And it's like
Last Starfighter.
Yeah, Last Starfighter.
Yeah, Last Starfighter. Yeah, I've got that one.
That would be a good one too.
Yeah, that's an awesome. Considering that they are definitely talking about doing a sequel.
It'll be a slaughter. That's the spirit.
Yeah, I know. Dana Hurley.
Another one that would be good to do would be this one's a little bit more obscure. Alien Nation.
Oh yeah, the original movie with James Caan and Mandy Patinkin.
When that movie was being promoted, I was at a sci-fi convention, and they were handing out passes to go to a sneak preview showing of it.
Oh, hey, you know what? The professor's on. He's saying, "Okay, I'm finished. Ready to watch the movie, guys." A little late. Professor, what is the date of your rewatch, and can we say what it is? We're trying to make sure that next week is actually open.
We want to make sure that we're free and clear.
Yeah, is it next week, or is it the 21st that you were gonna do? Because we're gonna do a very, very interesting rewatch, and we're gonna have a special guest. You mean you didn't wait for me? No, we didn't. Sorry. But did you hear the question, Professor?
For crying out loud, he's upset that we didn't wait for him.
Yeah.
He couldn't put off his studying for us. For crying.
Not our fault. Oh, the 21st, Dr. Horrible sing. Okay, yeah, 21st. Okay. We're doing the Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. We're going to have a special guest. I'm not going to say it until he does. I'm really looking forward to that. I love Dr. Horrible. That'll be an awesomely fun rewatch. So next week, Men in Black.
Yep.
Yep, Men in Black next week. So I'll be A, you'll be T, and we'll have N.
AT&T.
ATN. It'll be the Nat Squad.
Yeah.
Well, if it's A and T, then we're the Ant Squad.
The Ant Squad. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I didn't even think of it. Yeah, I did not put myself first, which I usually do, and I should have realized that.
All righty then.
Yep. Well, I want to special guest. Okay, he's announcing special guest sound engraver for that rewatch. So that'll be very interesting. So next week, Men in Black, followed the following week by Darby O'Gill, The Little People, and then Dr. Horrible Sing Along Blog, and then the week after that, we'll figure out when we get there.
Exactly.
It's a long way out. We'll have something in mind. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Sorry, I had to dip out for a few minutes while
and if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, make sure you do that before you go.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Please, thumbs up. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. But yeah, thanks a lot. Well, thanks a lot for joining us. Like I said, it's becoming a ritual that my browser seems to die halfway through the freaking rewatch, and I have to either reboot or figure some way back on. But
we got to take up a collection for Al.
Yeah, I did a full. I had to do a full reboot, and I really think it's just the combination. I think it's StreamYard because and the film, for some reason, they just counteract, because I did the stream the other day with no problem. So I don't know. Maybe it's time of night. Lots of stuff going on. Computer's been up all day. Who knows? It might be on Netflix, so nobody has an excuse. Oh, awesome! So it's on next week. Big Up says you can call Owen Lister will be Agent O. Yeah, I'm Agent A. I'm Agent T. Agent N. We'll have M. Will he be Agent M, P, or G? We'll ask him later. And Professor, and we have Agent F if he, of course, decides to join in. But like I said, look out. Next thing will be Tuesday night, office hours, and then the final chapters of Heir to the Empire will be finishing up on Thursday. Friday, keep an eye out. I think the fan man has a plan for this Friday.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I think the volleyball season's up. And so anybody have any final words?
Nope. I think you about covered it.
Oh, okay. Dokie. Everyone, please have a great night. Thanks for joining us. And
may the Schwartz be with you.
May the Schwartz be with you.